Hi, welcome back to Desi Aroma again. I want to thank all of you for looking at my videos and subscribing to them and giving me all the great reviews and ratings I'm getting on these videos. I'm going to do a quick Aloo Matar video. This is potato and green peas. And I'm going to show you the ingredients which go in there. Okay, so I'm going to show you what, of course, the dry ingredients are and what the wet ingredients are. Now, on my dry ingredients, the masalas, the spices I'm going to use, I'm going to start with the basic, which is salt. And in this case, I'm using about 2 teaspoons of salt. And later on, we're going to check if it needs more. We are going to put more. It's got potatoes, so it will suck some of that salt out. I've got turmeric, which is haldi, and I'm only using about 3/4 of a teaspoon of haldi. I've got, you all know I like hot food, so I've got 2 heaped teaspoons of red cayenne pepper, that's lal mirch powder. And then I've got some cumin, ground cumin, this is ground jeera powder, and I'm using a 3/4 teaspoon of that. And this is the whole cumin, that's the same thing which was grounded. This is whole, and this is about 3/4 of a teaspoon again. And this is dhania powder. Now this is the coriander, ground coriander powder. I'm using 2 heaped teaspoons of that. Coming here on my wet ingredients, I've got the green chilies. I've got 3 large green chilies. And I've got 2 teaspoon and a half of ground ginger. I usually also use garlic, but today I don't have garlic. And you all know, for me, if I don't have a thing, makes no difference. This is what you should all think about too. You don't have a thing, don't worry about it. Just skip that. I've got some hara dhania. This is for garnishing. This is the green coriander leaves, which will go at the end. I've got 2 onions. One was a medium, one was a small. That's all I need. I've got 2 cups of green peas. These are frozen, but if you have fresh, that's fine. And I've got 4 medium-sized potatoes here. What I did with the potatoes is that I cut them just like how you would cut like a fry, but wider than that. This is for quick cooking. It cooks much faster than if you would have cut it in a large chunk. So let's get started and make this quick recipe in just a few minutes. Okay, now I've turned my oil on high here. I put this kadhai, which I'm going to use. I've got about 5 tablespoons of oil in there, and it's fairly hot. So the first thing I'm going to put in is my sabut jeera, which is the whole cumin seed. As soon as that thing started splattering and browning, you need to add your onion to it. So there goes the onion, and we'll just brown this onion. Now my onions are brown enough. Now you have to watch not to over brown it, because if you over brown it, it's not going to melt in the curry and you have chunks of onions coming in your mouth. So this is perfectly how you want it. It's brown but not over brown. Now I'm going to add my ginger to this onions. And you of course saute this ginger for about a minute and just give it a quick saute so it doesn't have that raw taste to it. I would say about a minute of this would do. Okay, once that is done, now goes all your spices at one time. Just add everything in that at one time. Give it a quick mix. And one thing which I did not mention earlier, and is important thing, is tomatoes. These are 4 tomatoes which go in there right after that. And you're going to mix the tomatoes with your spices. Once your tomatoes are done, in goes your green chilies. So your green chili is done there. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to this mix. So it gives that mixture some moisture and let the onions and the tomatoes all come together. At this moment, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to make this less workful, so we're going to cover this up with some pan which fits snugly there, lower this and come back to it after about 5-7 minutes. It's been about 9 minutes. I came and opened the tomatoes, left its moisture. It was nicely simmering for that. I'm going to now add the potatoes and leave it for another 10 minutes without touching it, and then of course add the green peas to it. Now the potatoes were soaked in water so they don't discolor. This is cold water, so I'm going to just go ahead and take my potatoes out and add it to it and shut it down again for another 10 minutes or so. We're going to take a look after 10 minutes what it did. We shut it for 10 minutes and then add the green peas, let it go for another 5 minutes and turn it off. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, and as you can see, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Mix this up, and if you see that the potatoes is almost done but still got a little bit left. Now in goes my green peas. I'm going to add my green peas to that, mix it up, and I'm going to just add some water to it. Just add whatever gravy you're looking for. You know, don't worry about how many cups of water goes in there. If you feel that you don't want any gravy, you know, you can do that too. But I would like some gravy so it can be eaten with rice or my chapatis. So the gravy is all mixed in, and I'm going to cover this again. I'm going to increase my thing to about medium to a little bit more than medium. Close it down, actually little less than high, so 3/4 of medium and high, and I'm going to let it now boil for another maybe 10 minutes or so, and then turn it off and it's done. This is the final product. It's all done. I'm going to take some green dhania, which is the green cilantro, sprinkle on that, and that's it. So thank you again for watching Desi Aroma, and enjoy this aloo matar, and please subscribe to our channel so we can do more videos.